Hey there. Thank you for taking the time out to learning more about cyclic living. So without any further ado, let's get started.
We're going to walk you in this video through a brief introduction about Devika and myself and how cyclic living was born. We would love you to get to know us a little bit better. And then we want to tell you all about cyclic living, a new perspective on your cycle. This is going to be game changing. And finally, we will walk you through what we have to offer for you, a sneak peek into our cyclic living masterclass and our beautiful community. My name is Yamini, born and raised in India. I worked in India before moving to France, where I worked in the corporate world in the travel industry. At some point, I went back to my Ayurvedic yogic roots and decided to study Ayurveda and yoga in more detail. I became an Ayurvedic health coach and yoga teacher, and over the last few years, I have coached hundreds of women with Ayurveda and yoga. It was also going back to the spirituality and roots that reconnected me with Devika after many years, and we discussed our common backgrounds, common roots, and together came up with cyclic living. Apart from cyclic living, yoga, and Ayurveda, my other passions and hobbies include artwork and anything to do with the ocean. I love sailing and kite surfing. So, Devika, tell us a bit about yourself.
Thanks, Yamini. Before I jump into my introduction, I want to let everyone know I'm also one of the people among the 100 women that Yamini's coach and have amazing results, which we'll talk to you about soon. Hey, my name is Devika. When I was putting my introduction slide together, I realized that as most women, we wear so many different hats, we juggle so many different roles, and I thought it would be a fun way to introduce myself by walking you through some of the hats that I wear. Starting off with motherhood, I am a mom to an adorable 8-year-old. He's the light of my life and the most important role I played. I am also a corporate girl. I've been working in corporate India since straight out of my MBA college. But in my wellness journey, some things I deeply believe in are connecting with nature, going inwards, and slowing down. And lastly, as Yamini pointed out, we both share very strong spiritual roots, and we've had a strong spiritual upbringing, which brought me to getting this passion project that I've had in my mind out into the world. Again, we were able to work together and give birth to cyclic living, which helps empowers women.
We'd like to talk a little bit about what really is cyclic living. Cyclic living is a transformative philosophy and a way of life. It's inspired by yogic and Ayurvedic teachings. In the modern world, we have been trained to see progress in a linear manner. We're always expected to do more, achieve more, and have more things in our life. Ayurveda and yoga tells us that progress is not linear, it's cyclic, just as everything else in nature. The cyclic seasons, the rise and set of the sun, the moon cycles, and even the ocean waves. And in the end, we are nature and nature is us. Cyclic living for women is also about aligning with your inner cycle. As women, we are gifted with the power of a menstrual cycle and our periods. And if we can find alignment within us with this cycle, we will find true balance and peace. And finally, cyclic living teaches us when to rise and shine and when and how to set and rest.
And that is so game changing.
Exactly. And talking about game changing is also redefining the way we look at our cycle. Firstly, a menstrual cycle and periods are totally two different things. Periods are part of your menstrual cycle and just a few days of your menstrual cycle. And for years, we have been taught again, or we have the negative mindset to always focus on our periods. We hate them, we are worried about them, we plan around them. But cyclic living gives us a completely new perspective of seeing and redefining our cycle. And this is truly game changing. So, considering a normal average 28-day cycle, we start to look at it in the form of inner seasons. We divide it into 4 seasons, just like in nature. Winter season starting the day 1 of our period and ending on day 4. And then we go into the beautiful season of spring. And summer is short in this cycle, but it's 2 days of high intensity and passion. And finally, half of the cycle is the autumn season, which is my personal favorite season. This was truly game changing for me to connect with my feminine side and to understand the autumn season, because the autumn season teaches us how to slow down, how to let go, and how to transform ourselves so that we can be ready for a beautiful and effortless winter season.
Yamini, and I absolutely love how you put that. We have inner seasons, and I love that juxtaposition of seasons on the outside and seasons on the inside, and how we are connected with nature. I want to take a moment to talk to you about our periods. Our periods make us who we are. So, one of the biggest innately differentiating factors between men and women is that women get their periods. Our periods are our superpower. Our bodies were created to flow, feel, nurture, and release as women. Our hormones, our moods and energy levels shift throughout the month due to the rhythmic release of hormones in our body. And understanding our periods is the roadmap to understanding our hormones and knowing how to support our body the right way so we can balance our hormones. And finally, our periods within them hold the secrets, a roadmap or a guidebook to living robust, fulfilling lives. So, simply put, when we align our activities with our hormones, we unlock so much energy, so much creativity, so much intelligence, and we're truly able to be high performers and unstoppable women. And speaking to the power of our periods, I want to quickly walk you through some mind blowing statistics. 1.8 billion women menstruate every month on this planet. So it's not something that happens once in a lifetime, not something that happens once in a year. We experience our periods every month. So the more we know about them, the more empowered we are to work with our body and not against it. 40% of women miss work or school due to period pain. And we are here to tell you, ladies, that our periods don't have to be painful. Extremely severe period pain and period symptoms is not normal. I'm going to pass it off to Yamini to walk you through some more statistics.
Yeah, and even though periods is such a common topic, something that we don't commonly talk about are the period related issues that women are facing these days. And these are mainly due to hormonal imbalances, and they are on a rise because of modern lifestyle and the stress that we have in today's generation. So, 1 in 10 women suffer from endometriosis, and 1 in 4 women suffer from polycystic ovary syndrome. And 70% of women don't even know that they are going through PCOS or any other hormonal imbalance related issues. And before we go into what is the solution that we have created for you, I hope already at this point you feel that we have left you with a mindset change, a new way to look at your periods and your cycle. And now we want to share with you really our hard work, our Cyclic Living MasterClass, which is our lifetime course for you, where we have put all the knowledge and we have tried to create a great class for you, which will give you everything that you need to balance your hormones and change your lifestyle.
That's right. It's by women for women. So, with that, I want to give you a quick idea of what your Cyclic Living Masterclass framework looks like. So, as Yamini already touched on this, we've realized that our periods are incredibly powerful and they hold the secrets to balancing our hormones, stabilizing our moods, unlocking high energy, and so on and so forth. But all of that happens only when we're able to understand our period. So, the first step to go on your cyclic living journey is to know your season and the intention for that season. We have an incredible tool for you within the masterclass. So, once you understand which season of the cycle you're in, the next step on your journey is to understand what's happening within. And that's exactly how this masterclass is structured. We start each module with a season, we talk about the intention for that season, and then we move on to what's happening within our body. This covers all of the hormones, it covers all the science, all of the technical information. And then we wanted to make it practical, easy to understand, and easy to consume. So the next step in your framework is to understand what that means for us on the outside. So, what do we experience on the outside as a result of all of these hormonal changes and all of these things happening within? And finally, we come to the solution. Now that we've understood what's happening within, what we feel on the outside, how can we best support our body season and this phase? And we tackle that by understanding the right diet, the right hydration, the right exercise, the right lifestyle, and even the right self care practices, not just for our body, but also for our mind.
Hope you got a little bit of an idea of what you would be signing up into if you purchase our Cyclic Living Masterclass. We wanted to spend a little bit of time on talking about the resources that we have included in the Cyclic Living Masterclass, apart from all the videos and knowledge that you have lifetime access to.
So here's the thing, we didn't just want to leave you with a whole bunch of information and a whole lot of knowledge. We actually wanted to make it as practical, as tactical for you to have an effortless initiation in your cyclic living journey. So here are some of the amazing resources that are going to support you as you begin. Starting off with an incredible tool that we've put together for you from scratch, your very own seasons tracker. As we saw in our framework, the first step to this journey begins with understanding which season, which internal season of the cycle we're in. And we wanted to take all the guesswork out of it, all the calculations out of it for you, and give you access to your very own free seasons tracker that you have access to within our masterclass. With just a few clicks, you have your entire season and the duration of each season ready for you for that month, so you can plan your activities, plan your self-care, your diet, your hydration, and truly support your body in that season. Next up, as Yamini beautifully will walk you through the intentions and the needs of our body in each phase, each season, she taught the nature of certain foods that our body needs, like warm cooked foods or anti-inflammatory foods. But we wanted to go a step further and make it even more easy for you. So with each season, we've created a comprehensive grocery and shopping list for you. All you have to do is download it on your phone or print it out and have it handy, and you're good to go with all your diet and hydration needs to support you the best way possible in that season. And lastly, Yamini has been so kind enough to specifically curate and record yoga and pranayama poses to, to best support you in each season of our cycle, and you can find them at the bottom of each seasonal module. And we cannot wait for you to experience that through cyclic living.
So if you're not convinced already and you want to know if this masterclass is really for you, then let me tell you that this class is for you if you're someone who wants to have effortless period, you're sick and tired of being in pain, you don't want to have low energy, and you want to invest in your self-care and in your health to lead a more balanced and energetic life. You want to balance your hormones. You want to have a high energy and really be unstoppable. You want to have emotional stability and clarity. And you're someone interested or in making or at least learning about lifestyle changes through natural and holistic ways inspired by yoga and Ayurveda. We also wanted to take a moment to make an important disclaimer that everything that we're sharing in the Cyclic Living Masterclass is based on natural and holistic solutions. These are focused on prevention. Everything that you will do through this lifestyle change will only have positive impacts on your health, and it will improve your habits. You might even see reversal of some of the ailments, or your symptoms will become milder. However, please note that this masterclass is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.
And before we jump on to the next slide, I want to quickly highlight that, as Yamini said, these are natural and holistic solutions. There is absolutely no harm in trying cyclic living. A lot of these practices are backed by yoga and Ayurveda. They speak to slowing down, going inwards, listening to the wisdom of your body, and these can only help you. And finally, thank you. Thank you so much once again for taking the time out to learn more about cyclic living. And this quote truly speaks to our philosophy and the importance of cyclic living. Your period experience is a direct reflection of your life.
We want to leave you with a last thought, which is that a woman spends on an average 7 years of her life on her period. So if you're a woman watching, please know that this is a choice that you have on how you decide to spend the 7 years. You could spend them having effortless periods, having unlimited energy, or you could spend them with a negative mindset, dreading your periods and in pain. If you're a man watching this video, then please know that you can support the woman in your life during these 7 years she is on her period. And I hope, and we hope, that Cyclic Living Masterclass will help you spend, or your loved ones spend, these 7 years in the best way possible.
Yes, we hope you learn to fall in love with your period, and we hope you choose to empower yourself with all the right tools and knowledge to fall in love with your cycle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.